Hey, this is TJ, the Backpack Trader. I wanted to make a video particularly today because the markets are hemorrhaging like crazy. I've received a lot of panicked correspondences, emails, text messages, phone calls, etc. And so I thought it would be the perfect time just to reiterate why we focus so much on our trade plans. Trade plans work in mysterious ways. We're going through an extreme time in history with unprecedented policies and things that are scaring the markets, as you know. This is going to go down as one of the worst sell-offs in modern history, I'm sure, over the last 2 days. But let me just show you how important it is to stick to your proven trade plan. I always like to point to crude oil futures because it's just a great trading market and it's kind of a proxy of what's happening in the world. It's a market you could day trade every day. This is looking at my newest strategy, Cloud Control. It's a real simple trade plan. It starts at 8:50 in the morning, and I'm just going to walk you through the trades from today and earlier this week. Despite all the craziness happening in the market, things we have no control over, the trade plan itself just continues to do its thing. And we do have control over creating a winning trade plan and then following the rules and trading that plan, even in the face of crazy market action. So let's just look at today. Starting at 8:50, there's a setup right here. It's at 8:48. A couple minutes later, it's 8:50 right here. You can get into that trade. We have rules that let you get into the trade at this point. It's right at 8:52 when it hits the entry. And it zooms right up and hits a perfect target 1. And at that point, we're moving our stop up to break even, plus 1 tick to cover costs. And then it comes down and stops out. So the first trade's a break even. Remember, our goal is to get to a target 2 winner and have a positive result. So then the second trade comes. It's a short. 6 minutes into the session, and it goes straight down to target 2. The stop moves down, it comes up, it stops out, and basically this session in 2 trades is finished within 11 minutes. So regardless of the big picture things that are happening in the market, this trade plan produced like it typically does, winning its session with 2 quick trades. An 11-minute workday. Power of quitting. Plenty of more trades to be had, but we don't need to trade more. So what happened yesterday? Let's roll it back and see. All right, so here we are yesterday when the major sell-offs started. Markets crashing like crazy. Same thing, nothing new to learn. 8:50 start time. 1 minute later, there's a setup here. Triggers in. It went pretty fast, maybe too fast to grab. So we're going to let that trade go. We're not going to count it. You can see these great targets. So that trade, unfortunately, just hit the entry and zoomed up before one could execute on it. It's okay. We just wait for the next setup. And that one comes here, and there's plenty of time for this one. And after a little bit of wiggling up and down, it zooms straight down and hits a perfect target 2. And in one trade, we're one and done again. So 2 crazy market sell-off days, just following a proven trade plan leads to 2 winning sessions with the 1 or 2 trades. What about the day before, Wednesday the 2nd? Let's check it out. All right, so Wednesday the 2nd, waiting for our 8:50 start time. There's no setups. There's the first trade at 9:22. That one's going to trigger in. It just misses target 1 by 1 tick, and it still stays in. The stop is down here. The trade's still going, and then it pushes higher and hits another perfect target 2, and then stops out. One and done. You just can't write the script any better than that. So crazy market sell-off, all markets across the world nosediving, but this tried and true, simple to execute trade plan is perfect so far. What about later in the day when the crude oil report comes out? Many of you know that's one of my favorite sessions to trade. It comes out once a week, usually at 10:30 New York time on Wednesdays. Let's check out what happened. All right, so it's 10:30. The report comes out. We wait 2 minutes, 10:32, and there's a setup right here at 10:30, but then it just kind of goes up and down for a while, and it triggers in. It's 6 minutes in. So this trade is the first trade following the release of the session, following the release of the crude oil inventory report, and it does trigger in, and it zooms right up and misses target 2 barely, and then is going to stop out for a partial profit. So it's a winner, right? Now, some of you might keep trading. Some of you might just take that and quit. If you do keep trading, there's a short right here, and that's going to come down. It hits target 1, the stop moves down, and it's going to come up and stop out at break even. Remember, we're trying to get to a break even position. Once it hits target 1, we've earned the right. We've worked hard to get that price down to target 1. That's the way I look at it. We've earned the right to move our stop down and take the risk off the trade. So it's going to stop out. Usually 2 partial profit or break-even trades is going to end the trade plan. Some of you like to keep trading until you get to a target 2. So we'll look at one more trade. This one came out. It's a little bit late in the day. Probably going to be finished, and I'm going to recommend probably that you're done with these first 2 trades, maybe even the very first trade. But if you did take it, I mean, these are really nice setups. Got all the way to a perfect target 3. So, you know, again, trade plans work in mysterious ways. Let's just look at what happened on Tuesday, April 1st, and Monday, March 31st. Look at the entire week with a simple trade plan, with all the craziness in the world. Just remember, the price action is what it is. It can't hide. It can't hide from me or from you. It can't hide from itself. It is what it is. And winning trades are looking at price patterns that repeat so often that we're able to predict what's likely to happen next. And that's what these trade setups are built upon. And that's why they do so well, even in the face of crazy challenges in the market like what we're going through this week. All right, so here we are on April Fool's Day, April 1st, the 2nd, right before all the crazy bloodletting happens that we're all going through now, even as I'm recording this video. And we're looking for the first setup. This one took a little bit longer, right at 850. There's no way to get the short, so we avoid a losing trade. We're still waiting for the first trade of the session. Finally comes here. It's a short. It's an hour into the session. That happens once in a while. But it gets short. Plenty of time to execute on the trade. Zooms down all the way. Perfect target 2. Misses target 3 by 1 tick. Comes up and stops out for another one and done session. Still looking for a losing trade and a losing session. We haven't had one all week. That's why, again, I can't reiterate how important it is to have a proven trade plan. One that you could practice, get really good at so that you can believe in it, and then take those trades as they set up. Let's just look at Monday and we'll end this video. All right, so here we are, Monday the 31st. There's a trade right here. A little bit too early. By the time it's 8:50, it's gone too far, so we're going to let that one go. There's another trade. Triggers in right here. And that one is going to actually lose. Look at that. A losing trade. The first trade of the week was a losing trade. And that trade lost 23 cents. So on a full-size crude oil contract, that's $230 a contract. On a micro contract, that's only $23 a contract. We like to trade micros with multiple sizes depending on the capital that you have to trade with. So you have options. You can trade smaller if you need to. So then we're looking for a second trade. That triggers in right here. And that one's going to go the distance and continue to go. And depending on, this is why we like to trade the micro contract, because we could take profits at target 2, target 3, target 4, target 5. We could trail. Target 2 itself made 28 cents. The first trade lost 23 cents. So it's a winning session. It's 5 ticks positive, just counting target 2. But I wanted to show you the power of these multiple targets because this trade kept going and going and going and finally stopped out way up here. So the only losing trade of the week might have been a good thing if you're trading multiple positions because it allowed you to hit all these big targets in a huge trailer on the second trade. Sometimes losing trades get you to the bigger winners. Remember, trade plans work in mysterious ways. We don't care if a trade loses. We want to quit our session with a winning result a vast majority of the time while controlling our drawdown with minimal and efficient trading. You've only seen 2 to 3 trades total per session, and many sessions only 1 trade, 1 and done. That was this week, an extremely profitable week for those day trading crude oil futures with our tried and true trade plan, the one we've been using for a very long time, not only on this strategy, but my past strategies as well, which also did very good. If you'd like to learn more, reach out. You could always reach me at troy@backpacktrader.com. You can go to our website, backpacktrader.com, and download your free 12 powers to successful trading. Many of those concepts are actually built into these trade plans. And I answer all emails, so reach out to me if you want to learn how we're doing this, if you want to learn how you can do this for yourself and create a trading program that doesn't require a lot of time and will just serve you well even in the face of extreme market conditions and market challenges. The whole world is selling off, but our tried and true day trade plan continues to, chug ahead, delivering the goods. This kind of market volatility makes for great trading.